So if you're interested in purchasing the ebook, you may head to our link in bio over here. You'll be directed to this link over here. So in the link tree, you can actually head to our ebook store to browse for more. Okay, so we actually have a lot of new releases in 2025 that if you're interested, you can feel free to shop our collection over here. Okay, so you can actually see all of these over here. And these are our best sellers. So yes, feel free to let me know any questions you have in the comments below if you're interested in purchasing or is unsure on how to purchase our ebooks. So today we'll be focusing on this ebook over here, 1200 Grammar and Vocabulary Practice Questions. Okay, so I'll leave this page over here. Alright, this is actually our best-selling product of 2025. And it is the most important and essential foundation for your PSLE Paper 2, which covers most of the MCQ questions, compre close, as well as vocabulary close. Sorry, not compre close, grammar close. Yes, we do have specific ebooks for more specific sections, like the Paper 2 Power Bundle. You're able to find just grammar itself, vocabulary, comprehension close, or synthesis and transformations. Okay, so we do have these ebooks for you to look through and actually do your revision with these. Okay, so it's actually a very helpful guide for everyone to use as a revision material, right? To power up your holidays with these ebooks, and you can do them for even your P5 prelims EOYs as well. Alright, so hi everyone, let's just wait for more people to join. Okay, so this is actually our ebook, and if you're interested in any of the rest, right, you can just head to our main page over here and you can browse through. So our latest one that is still going on sale right now is actually our Mastering Phrasal Verbs, the Student Handbook, which is actually a bundle deal, right, along with this 1200 grammar and vocabulary questions package. So if you are interested in purchasing both together, you can get a 20% off at the bundle. Okay, so remember to get yours today, right, because the sales will end by 6 May. Okay, so over here, right, 2024 PSLE oral model responses as well as 2024 O-level oral model responses. These are our oral resources with video examples. Okay, so if you're interested, right, and you don't know how to revise for your oral exams, especially for PSLE oral, this year we have a new syllabus, right? So it actually includes a mock exam for our new syllabus this year. So if you are actually interested in getting this ebook, I strongly recommend you to, as it can help you to revise better for your oral exam answers. Okay, so it actually has several videos provided over here, right? So there is day 1 and day 2, and they have video in karaoke format for all students to revise from. Okay, so we do have free resources on our YouTube channel as well. You can feel free to check it out if you are interested. Hello. Okay. Yes, so if there's no other case, right, let's go on to our practice for today. So we are actually doing grammar section first as usual. So let's go to the page. Okay, let's go. Okay, so question number 1 for grammar, right? So this is actually commonly tested and commonly seen in PSLE as well as all the prelim papers. So please take note of these questions and the question types that can be tested. So as long as you master the rules for these question types, right, you have no problem in tackling these questions over here, especially during your PSLE or your P5 end of year exams. Okay, so let's look at question number 1. The award was given to Sunil. Blank the committee recognized as an outstanding leader of the community. Okay, so what is this? What is the answer over here? Okay, the award was given to Sunil. Okay, so these are nouns, right? Noun, blank, noun. So Sunil, blank the committee recognized. Okay, so what would the answer for question number 1 be? Right, for question 1, the award was given to Sunil. Blank the committee recognized as an outstanding leader of the community. Okay, Sunil, blank the community recognized. The committee recognized. Right, so what would the answer be? Anyone? Any idea or any questions regarding the options? Please feel free to type it out in the comments below as well. Okay, so yes, hello everyone, welcome to our live session. Right, please remember to follow us if you feel that this is helpful and share the live with your friends as well. Okay, so let's just see. Anyone wants to answer question number 1? Okay, Sunil, blank the committee. Right. Okay, so we use whom when we have the object of the verb. Okay, so object of the verb. Okay, the verb being recognized over here. Okay, so this is the verb over here. So whom will be referring to what the recognition is pointing towards, right? So Sunil is a person, a noun, right? Therefore, the answer will be option number 3. Okay, Sunil, whom the committee recognized as an outstanding leader of the community. Okay, so when will we be using who, right? Who is actually the subject of the verb. Okay, she is the girl who won the race, right? So that is the subject of winning, right? And the object of the verb, which means that what was recognized was actually Sunil. Sunil is the object that was recognized, right? So the correct answer is option number 3. Hello, admin Jason. Okay, question number 2. You have met her before, blank you. She was the guest speaker at the conference last year. Ask Mr. Tan. Okay, so met her before. This is positive, this is negative. Okay, so blank you, right? We are looking at question tag. Okay, question tag. So for question number 2, what would the answer be? Question number 2. Okay, hi, Aizen, okay? Yes, right. So, you have, right? This implies that it is you have. Okay? So, therefore, the answer will be very straightforward, right? The opposite of it, right? So, it will be haven't. Okay? Because this means have not. Okay, let's go on to question number 3. The lineup of vintage cars as well as selection of classic motorcycles blank on display at the auto show last weekend. We know that this is past tense. Okay, lineup of vintage cars as well as, okay, so we see these two commas once again, right? These are our best friend, so we can cancel it out because we can ignore them, right? So this is the distractor, right? And we are only referring to the lineup of vintage cars. Okay, so lineup of vintage cars, is this singular or is this plural? Right? Please don't be tricked by this. Right? Lineup is actually the collective noun we are looking at over here, so this is actually singular. Okay, so therefore the answer is actually option number 3. Was on display, right? We are referring to the lineup, which is singular. Okay, so only one lineup. That's why the answer is option number 3. Question number 4. The teacher saw her pupils blank and innovate until they developed an effective solution to the issue. Okay, she saw her pupils. Okay, so this is one of the 5 senses once again. Okay, one of the 5 senses, right? So what would the answer be for question number 4? Okay, 4. Collaborating and innovate. Okay, so this is also another clue over here. Right, innovate is also in its base form. Okay, since it's in the base form, what does base form mean? Base form means that it is no S, no ED, no ING. Right, so because this word is in its base form, therefore we know the answer will be in its base form instead of the gerund meaning. Right, so unless, right, the question gives you an innovating, that is when this will also contain the ing. Okay, therefore the answer is option number 1. Okay, let's go on to question number 5. Blank the bustling city, a street musician, Blank the bustling city, a street musician played a soulful melody on his guitar. Okay, blank the bustling city. Blank the bustling city. Okay, right. Very good. Eisen, why is the answer number 1? Okay, any idea why is the answer number 1, right? Why is it 1 and why is it not option 3 or 4 or maybe 2? Right, because amid, right, usually refers to being in the noises. Okay, the bustling city, yes, very good. So this is the keyword over here, right? So it is not really among, because among is usually among a group of people. Okay, so therefore the correct answer will be option number 1. Okay, let's go on to question number 6. The playful kitten, despite its curious nature, has blank interest in the new toy. Okay, playful and curious, blank interest in the new toy. We have despite over here showing contrast. Okay, because there is contrast, therefore, right, interest is uncountable. Okay, so the answer for question number 6 is number 3. Very good, Eisen. Right. Little interest. Because of this contrasting word that they use here, despite its curious nature. Okay, let's go to question number 7. Neither of the siblings blank the enrichment lesson every Monday. Neither of the siblings blank the enrichment lesson every Monday. So question 7 is slightly trickier, right? So neither of the siblings means that this will be singular form. Okay, singular form, right? Every Monday, this means that it is present tense. So what would the answer for question number 7 be? Okay, Eisen has the answer once again. Right, neither of the siblings attend the enrichment lesson every Monday. Okay, it's a very good attempt, right? We know that for sure 1 and 2 are out. We are just contemplating whether it is attend or attend. However, because of neither of the siblings, this implies that it is in singular form because none of them go, right? So therefore the answer will actually be option number 3 instead of option number 4. Okay, so sometimes we have to look at the second subject, but when there's only one subject for this, neither of the maybe sisters, neither of the group of people, right? All of these actually refer to it being singular, so the answer will be option number 3. Okay, question number 8. He was in need blank a warm jacket as the temperature dropped at night. In need blank a warm jacket. Okay, he was in need of a warm jacket, right? That is correct, okay? So in need of something, right? It cannot be in need in a warm jacket because the preposition we are using right now is wrong, right? In something means to be like literally inside of it, okay? And in need for a warm jacket is also not fitting the context over here as well as with. So the only phrase that we are often seen using it with in need usually comes off after the word need. Okay, so in need of a warm jacket will be the correct answer over here. Question number 9. Wei Ling is one of the numerous students who blank up for the science fair every year. Okay, every year, this implies that it is present tense. Okay, one of the numerous students. Okay, this is a common trap. Right, one of the numerous students. So which one do we focus on? Do we focus on one or do we focus on numerous students? Okay, hi Alex, thank you for the ice cream cone. Okay, question number 9. What is your answer, Eisen? Okay, Alex says that it's option number 2. Right, yes, Alex, you are correct. Okay, so why is the answer option number 2? Because Wei Ling is the singular for this question over here, singular and present tense. Therefore, the answer is signs up. Okay, signs up for the science fair. Okay, question number 10. Having blank the school song. Okay, now we are looking at the participle form. The pupils made their way back to the classroom. Okay, Ray says that the answer is sung. Anyone else? 3, very confident. Alex also says that it's 3. Okay, yes, that is correct. Okay, having sung the school song, right? This is the past participle form of the tense over here that we are referring to, right? So had sung. Okay, have sung. So over here, let's look at the next question. We are at grammar close for now. Okay, let me zoom in a little bit. Yes, okay. Many people enjoy catching sunsets. Oh, if you actually caught the sunset yesterday, it was quite a very nice moment to see a lot of people taking out their phones to catch the sunset from yesterday evening. Right? Maybe one of you actually managed to capture the sunset as well. Right? It was really a nice glow. Okay, so many people enjoy catching sunsets. Not blank they beautiful to look at, but they also provide us with an insight. Blank the world of light and colors. Okay, Alex says that answer is K, only. Right, so but also, this is a very big clue for us to use the answer as only, not only, but also. These are correlative conjunctions that usually come together, right? Sometimes when you see, oh, not only, you know that the next answer will be but also. Moving on to question number 12. They also provide us with an insight, blank the world of light and colors. Okay, they also provide us with an insight, blank the world of light and colors. E, into. Yes, that is correct. Okay, into the world of light and colors. Very good, Alex. Moving on to the next question. Sunlight is made up of all colors of the light and that travel as waves of energy. Different colors of light have different wavelengths. The stunning array of colors seen during sunset blank caused by a process called scattering, which occurs when sunlight is scattered in all directions. Alex, A-star student. Ray, you are also an A-star student. Okay, let's see. During sunset, blank caused by a process. Okay, so what would the answer be? Okay, the stunning array of colors. Oh, array of colors. Do you hear the pun? Right. So yes, this is actually a collective noun, right? Array of colors. So it's singular. Okay, only one array of color. Right. So we don't get tricked by this. Okay, so the answer is actually oh man, no more A star. No, you still can get A star even if you have one mistake, okay? A star students can also score like lose a little marks here and there. Right, yes, F is correct, okay? So during sunset is caused by a process called scattering, which occurs when sunlight is scattered in all directions. Red light has long wavelengths, blank blue light has short wavelengths. Okay, so we are looking at a word with contrast over here. Okay, very good. Okay, wow, blue light has short wavelengths. Okay, so the answer is P. Blue light is scattered more than other colors of light because of blank shorter wavelengths. Okay, because of blank shorter wavelengths. Blue light. Right, we're referring to the blue light. So what would the answer be? Okay, blue light is scattered more than other colors of light because of its shorter wavelength. Yes, okay, because of its shorter wavelengths. During sunset, when the sun is lower in the sky, sunlight passes through more of Earth's atmosphere to reach us. This causes the blue light, blank its shorter wavelengths, to scatter more. Oh, sorry. I looked at the wrong option. Okay, thank you for reminding me. Yes, it is actually G. Okay, it's shorter wavelengths. Thank you, Ray, for pointing out. Okay, let me cancel this. Okay, so this actually represent it is. Okay, I apologize. I didn't really see the apostrophe. G, yes, it's shorter wavelengths. During sunset, when the sun is lower in the sky, sunlight passes through more of Earth's atmosphere to reach us. This causes the blue light blank its shorter wavelengths. Okay, the blue light blank its shorter wavelengths. Q, width. Yes, Ray, that is correct. Okay, with its shorter wavelengths to scatter more. As a result, this makes red and yellow more prominent in the sky, creating a breathtaking display of warm colors in the sky during sunset. I think I need to give the other students a try. Is Alex still in the room with us? Okay, so let's go on to the next question. Right. However, the colors we see can be affected blank factors like dust particles in air pollution and haze in the air. Alex sleeping already. Alex may think that this is too easy for him, right? So question 17, however, the colors we see can be affected blank factors like dust particles. Affected blank factors. Yeah, that's why. Ray, then is this boring for you? Are you going to fall asleep as well? This seems pretty easy to you as well, right? I might also. Oh, okay. Thank you for being really honest with me. Right, we'll soon move on to vocabulary really quickly. Right, so stay tuned for that. After grammar close, it will be vocabulary. Okay, so the colors we see can be affected blank factors like dust and particles. Okay, so the answer for this question is actually affected by factors, okay? Affected by factors like dust particles in air pollution and haze in the air. Blank particles can scatter sunlight differently. Okay, we are referring to the particles, right? The particles that we were just talking about. So what's the answer? Yes, M. These particles. Very good. Okay, M. These particles can scatter sunlight differently, sometimes causing the sky to appear grayish or white, blank the day, and affecting the colors visible during sunset. Okay, appear grayish or white, blank the day. During the day, yes, during the day, volcanic eruptions may impact the colors of sunsets as well. When a volcano erupts, it releases large amounts blank dust into the atmosphere. Okay, large amounts blank dust into the atmosphere. So large amount of dust, right? Yes, you don't even need the options, you already know the answer will be large amounts of dust into the atmosphere. Dust particles scatter sunlight and thus enhance the colors of sunsets for many months even after the eruption, creating more vibrant sunsets around the world. Okay, let's go on to vocabulary. Okay, so now maybe you have to wake yourself up a little. Right, let's start with question number 1. The baby cried blank throughout the night, keeping everyone awake, okay, throughout the night. So what would the answer be? Yes, Ray falling asleep. Ray, what is actually your profile picture? What is your profile picture? What is that thing? Is that a person? Okay, because it's a really small icon on the screen. so I'm unable to see it very clearly. Okay, so the baby cried blank throughout the night, keeping everyone awake. Ray, are you sure your answer is option number 4? Suddenly, throughout the night. Okay, this means that it's non-stop. Okay, non-stop. Right, throughout the night. The whole night the baby was crying, right? So are you sure it's suddenly throughout the night? It just suddenly is actually implying that, oh, it started, right? All of a sudden this thing happened. Okay, so option number 4 is actually wrong. Yes, Ray, I'm glad you realized the answer is actually incessantly. Okay, the answer is incessantly. So what does incessantly mean? This means to be non-stop, continuous, and constantly. Very good. Proceeding to question 22. Every year, Mrs. Ong's organic vegetable garden blank a bountiful crop. Okay, she makes a lot of money from the sale of the vegetables. Okay, so this is a little tricky as well. For question 22, what would the answer be? Yes, yields is correct. Okay, so yielding crops, right? Usually, what you yield is the gains. So why is it not reap? Okay, so you reap what you sow, right? People say you reap what you sow. So in that case, it is a slightly different meaning for using yield versus using reap. For this question, some students may actually give me the answer as option number 1. Okay, obtaining something, yes, you can obtain them, but the more appropriate answer for this will be yielding crops instead of just getting them, right? Because you grew a garden for a reason. Okay, so let's go on to question 23. The marathon training program requires blank daily workouts to prepare the runners for the race. Marathon training program, daily workouts, prepare runners for the race. You know how difficult a marathon is, right? Because a marathon requires you to run several kilometers of like something, right? So what would the answer be for question 23? Okay, so the marathon training program requires blank daily workouts. Exhaustive, okay, right? Exhaustive daily workouts. What does exhaustive mean? Or rigorous, okay. So you have a few answers over here. Yes, actually the correct answer over here is rigorous. Instead of it being option 4, option 2 is correct. So why is it rigorous? Rigorous means that it's very strict, right? It's a strict training. And it requires a tough schedule to follow, right? So it's a very difficult thing. So it's a very rigorous training program to prepare them to run maybe 20 kilometers. So they have to do a lot of sets of exercises every day in order to get their body ready for this event. Okay, stringent is strict. However, for this case, it usually refers to it being laws. So it's more for policies or regulations instead of working out. Okay, not stringent workout program doesn't really suit it over here. Okay, exhaustive actually means to be complete. Okay, or very thorough. So it doesn't usually refer to physical training. It is different from exhaustion or exhausted, right? This exhaustive means to be thorough and complete. So the answer is option number 2. Okay, let's go to question 24. The flowers in the garden blank a sweet fragrance, attracting many bees and butterflies. Okay, attracting many bees and butterflies. This means that if only you were my school teacher, Ray. Oh, Ray, you can join our live sessions every day, right? We have scored a distinction. You can still score distinctions now, Ray. Right? If you are still a student right now, you can actually still have the chance to actually score very well for your English examinations. So actually English is a subject that you can continuously learn. Even if you are grown up or if you don't have any more examinations in school, right, you can still continue upgrading yourself in your English language by reading every day or maybe practicing your grammar foundations. These will help you along the way, right? Maybe in the future, if you happen to need to write long messages or emails in formal forms, right, this can actually help you a lot, especially in your phrasing of your sentences. Okay, so flowers in the garden. This is actually phrasal verbs question. Here is a phrasal verbs question. Okay, phrasal verbs. So what would the answer be? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right, give in, give up, give off, give away. Are you sure they give away a sweet fragrance? What does give away mean? Right, what does give away mean? Hello, Gold and Tasty. Thank you for following us. Right, I hope this is actually helpful for you. Right, so what are the meanings of these 4 phrasal verbs over here? Right, shall we go through them one by one? Okay, give away or give off. Okay, yes. Right, I'm glad that you are considering between 2 different answers before settling on one. So what does give off mean? This means to emit a scent, right, or release something. Usually this refers to smell, heat, or light. Okay, so fireflies give off a little, maybe they give off a little glow, right? Or you can say that the glass gives off some heat because it has electrical sockets connected, right, giving off like radiation. Okay, the computer is giving off a bad smell because of its rust, right? You can actually just maybe form sentences with these in order to practice better, right? So for phrasal verbs, they are all quite confusing sometimes, so it's actually quite important for you to read up more in order to know the different meanings. Okay, what does give in mean then, Ray? Do you know what give in means? Let me test you. Do you know what give in means? Surrender. Yes, very good. Okay, surrender. So giving in means that, oh, maybe the elder brother gave in to his younger sibling in the sword fight, right? When they are playing together or playing some toys, right? He gave in to him and let him win. Okay, so it means that he surrendered and let him win. And give up, this is the same. Giving up also means to quit or stop trying. Okay, so I gave up on doing this practice worksheet. It's too difficult. Right, so this means to give up. Give away. Give away actually means to donate or reveal. Okay, donate or reveal. Okay, so what does give away mean? So this is actually let's say, let me think of an example to use give away in the form of reveal, right? So the magician gave away the trick behind his performance, right? Or she finally gave away the surprise to her friends by a slip of tongue. Okay, so that's how we use gave away in the meaning of revealing. But you can also say that, oh, I gave away my old clothes, right, to the donation drive, right? So that is also correct way. So let's go on to question 25. After weeks of hard work, the students were eager to blank in their success at the end of year party. In the success, right? In the success. Okay, question 25. In their success. Okay, so let me give you a hint because there's a little trick over here, right? So this is a keyword. So you don't really say eager to celebrate in their success because Usually when we use celebrate, it directly just gives us celebrate their success. Revel sounds about right. And that is correct. Okay, Ray, very good. Revel. So what does revel mean then? Does anyone know what revel means? Okay, why is it not frolic, savor, or celebrate? But it's revel. Revel means enjoy, yes, okay. So that is correct, is to be very joyful and in a celebrating manner. Okay, frolic actually means to play around cheerfully. It's more like children. It's more referring to children frolicking in the playground, right? So it's to play cheerfully and energetically. And energetically. Okay, so yes, savor. This is to savor every bite and every taste, right? So it's to enjoy something slowly. Enjoy something slowly. Okay, going on to the next question over here. Let's see. Life in the past year has been very exciting for Shanti Pereira. Southeast Asia's fastest woman, Shanti Pereira has become a household name in Singapore, landing on her outstanding performance after 49 years at last year's Asian Games. The 28-year-old track and field athlete, often referred to as Singapore's sprint, why is it spirit? Oh, yes, spirit queen, clinched her first gold medal in the women's 200-meter race and silver in the 100-meter race at the Asian Games. She then set her eyes on the Paris Olympics. However, the journey was not an easy one. Ray, oh, that's so nice of you. You have been teaching for a while. Please take in some water. Yes, Ray, I'll be drinking water really soon. Okay, after this passage, right? So, yes, Pereira told CNBC that one of the most difficult times of her career was when she suffered a hamstring injury in 2018 that derailed her training. As such, she could not progress beyond the Asian Games heats that year. The next few years were a struggle for Pereira. However, she remained determined to achieve an even greater success in her career. Okay, so if you are not sure who this person is, she's actually a very famous figure in Singapore known for running very, very fast, right? So let's see, question 26, right? A household name. We are trying to look for a synonym or a similar phrase with the same meaning to replace the blanks or the words that are bolded and underlined. Right, so let me write it down over here first before you can think of the answer. Okay, and I'll proceed to drink water. Okay, yes. So let's go on to question 26. Right, so a household name. We are looking at a household name. Right, so question 26, what would the answer be? Okay, a household name means that, wow, it's so common that even at home you heard about her, right? When speaking to your families and all of those. Okay, so for those of you who are actually interested, right, this is actually our ebook that you can find in our link in bio at our homepage over here. So if you actually head to our Writers at Work homepage, you can actually see this link over here. You can click on it and it will direct you to our link tree. Okay, so at our link tree over here, you can actually see all of these links that is provided, and you can actually click on our ebook store, which will direct you to where you can purchase or browse through all of these products. Okay, so today we are doing 1200 PSLE grammar and vocabulary questions. Okay, so if you're interested in purchasing this, you can click on the link over here and it will direct you to the sales page. So this is actually one of our best selling products of 2025 and it contains a lot of practice questions for you to do. Okay, so please take note of this, and we are currently having a sale, right? A bundle sale discount with our phrasal verbs ebook. So if you find that, oh, you actually need some help or a guidebook to actually read through, this phrasal verbs guidebook is actually helpful for your revision as well, because in lower secondary you are actually able to apply these into your work and essays as well. Okay, so let's do question 26 together. Right, so what would the answer for question 26 be? Okay, it being a household name, right? Okay, so what does a household name mean? What does it imply? Okay, question 26, what would the answer be? Okay, so what a household name means is actually a well-known figure, right? She's actually so well-known that even everyone at home would mention or actually have heard of her before. Okay, so for those of you who have actually read news or actually seen her in action, right, in competitions that they streamed, Shanti Pereira is a very fast runner in Singapore. Okay, question 27. Over here, let's see. The 28-year-old track and field athlete, often referred to as Singapore's Spirit Queen. Okay, so we are using referred to and looking for the synonym of this phrase over here. So what would the answer be? For question 27, what would the answer be? Okay, sorry, there was some technical error over here. Right, so yes, let's continue with question 27. Okay, so referred to, right, often referred to as Singapore's spirit queen. Okay, so question 27, what would the answer be? Right, referring to someone, usually we would say that the answer is regarding someone as a spirit queen. Okay, question 28, let's go. Clinched her first gold medal. Okay, clinched, right, we are looking at the word clinched. Okay, clinched the first gold medal. Clinched. Okay, so what is the answer for question 28 over here? Right, clinched her first gold medal. Okay, clinched her first gold medal. Okay, so this is actually, right, 28, the answer is won, right, winning her first gold medal. Okay, won her first gold medal. Okay, oops, let's go back here. Yes, clinched her first gold medal. Okay, the screen is frozen. Okay, yes. So let's go on to question 29. Question 29. So, suffered from a hamstring injury in 2018 that derailed her training. Okay, derailed her training. Derailing her training. So what does this mean, right? Derailed her training. Question 29. Okay, so this means that her training was actually interrupted, right? So what would the answer be? Crippled actually doesn't affect the training. Crippled refers to it affecting the person. Okay, and blocking the training, that is not very fitting in this context over here. So we're only looking at options 3 and 4. So is it disrupted the training or is it prevented the training? Okay, derailed her training, right, because of a hamstring injury. Okay, so due to a hamstring injury, right, her training was derailed. So which of these words over here can be replaced as disrupted? Yes, very good. Okay, so the correct answer is disrupted. Okay, welcome back, Ray. Okay, so let's go on to question 30. The next few years were a struggle for Pereira. Okay, were a struggle. Okay, question 30. Next few years were a struggle for Pereira. Okay, a struggle. So what is a struggle? Is it a fight? No, not really. When you fight something, it doesn't mean that you are struggling necessarily. And it is also not really a disturbance, right? A struggle is not very disturbing. In the sense that you are struggling is something that you are trying to overcome, right? So Eternal Sunshine. Okay, Eternal Dreams. I know the Ariana Grande album. Actually, it's actually quite nice. I like the intro song. He. Yes. Welcome to the live session. You have 13 more minutes together. My screen frozen. Oh yeah, you're right. Oh my goodness, not again. No wonder. Okay, let me see. Okay, is it back? Why is it not moving together? Oh my goodness. There's a delay in the receptiveness of this screen. Okay. Is it still frozen? It is, right? Hello. Oh my. Yes, it's still frozen. Oh no. I'm also trying to figure out how to fix this frozen screen situation. Okay, however, so what would the answer be, right? So if let me just read this out because I'm unable to get the screen moving. Okay, so the next few years were a struggle for Pereira. Okay, a struggle. So the next few years were a struggle. It's okay, we can end early today, we continue tomorrow. Ray, why are you so nice? You're like a ray of sunshine. Oh my god. Yes, the screen is frozen. However, I will still have another live session later on at 5:30. Yes. At 5:30 p.m. Okay, so yes, thank you, Ray. You're a very understanding person. Oh yeah, and can I ask a question? Are you able to hear the music that is playing in the background? Is it very loud? Like, does it affect the speaking volume or does it overlap? Oh, you are able to hear it. Okay, not at all. So you are still able to hear me when I speak, but the music will play when I'm not speaking. Is that how it works? Very calming. I see. Okay, I'm glad. I'm glad it's coming. So I'll let the moderator know that we can continue playing these songs. And you can actually request, right? So Eternal Dreams, do you want you want your Eternal Sunshine album? Okay, let me see if there is Eternal Sunshine. Eternal Sunshine Deluxe. Yes. Okay, let's play. Since it's quite coming. Ray, yes, it's very funny, right? Haha. Actually, what is your favorite song in this album over here? Who is the mod? Okay, Eternal Dreams. Who is the mod? For now, right now, I'm actually moderating alone, right? Because later on, Teacher Yahweh will be doing a live session, so he's busy right now, right? But yes, Eternal Dreams. That day, I was the moderator that you and Mariah Carey was guessing. So good job on guessing and figuring out who the moderator was. Oh, Ray, thank you for following us, Ray. Okay, I hope it's helpful for you as well. This is a nice song. Yes, End of the World. Yay, yay! Welcome Ray to the family. Hey, in the club, we all fam. Okay, let's finish up this last question together first. Okay, I feel that the screen is still frozen. Why is it still frozen? So every time I enlarge my screen, then it. Oh no! Let me try shifting this. No, I can't shift this. Okay, never mind. So yes, so for question 30, a struggle is actually a challenge. Okay, a challenge. So for Pereira, it was a challenge for her, right? Because in the next few years, she had to repeat her whole training regime, and it's actually quite difficult. Okay, now we can go on to the first question of the next grammar exercise, since we still have 8 minutes, right? Or maybe Eternal Dreams is just listening to the playlist, enjoying the music in the background. Yes, that's why slacker. What, Ray? What are you implying, Ray? Are you calling Eternal Dreams a slacker? It's okay. Everyone is here to chill. Eternal Dreams slacking. Yes, Ray, you are very hardworking. Thank you for answering so many questions during the live just now. Okay, Andrew prefers to have his dinner earlier. This is also question tag. Oh my god, it's still frozen, the screen. Why is it not working? I have to try fixing this. Why is the receptivity not there? Center to screen. This is difficult. How about I just use my tablet? Like this. Yeah, it may be the display screen's issue, and then I'm trying to position the tablet, but it's not working. Oh my goodness. How do I find the right angle? Oh, yes. Yes, here. Are you able to see it? Oh no, I cannot find the proper angle. And this okay, let me try positioning it here. Yes, question tag question, guys. This is question tag. I know Eternal Dreams will know how to answer this. because I trust Eternal Dreams. Right. I've tested Eternal Dreams on this question tag before. So Andrew prefers to have his dinner earlier, blank he. Okay, Ray, yes. Ray, do you want to try answering this question? I will just write it on my screen and then you can look at the questions on top. Okay, prefers to have, this means that the answer is does prefer. Okay, so the answer is actually option number. Okay, this is positive, this is negative. So the answer is option number. Oh, yes, Ray. I'm glad I'm seeing some enlightenment in you. Yes. I like it when you can understand what is going on when I'm explaining as well. It's actually it's quite a nice feeling when you finally understand how to do a grammar question, and every time you encounter that question you are able to get it correct, right? It's actually a very satisfying feeling. I feel like as when I was a student as well, when I finally managed to grasp a grammar concept, it's actually quite like mind-blowing. Yeah, you're right. Yes, Ray, you are right. It's like a life accomplishment. You are right. Ray, are you still a student? Or are you just here for fun? Oh, you're still a student, but you're not in primary school anymore, are you? Student and for fun. Oh, thank you for joining, Ray. I'm really glad that you joined. Yeah, so you're not a primary student. So you're a secondary school student, are you? Oh, I shouldn't be assuming or guessing as well. Okay. No. Oh, Ray is already graduated from secondary school. Wow. So actually doing all of these questions brings you memories or trauma, right? When people do the questions, some of them who come back and do for fun, the adults, right, they actually say that, oh, it's core memories. Now Ray says that it's trauma. Okay. Yes, Ray is definitely probably a Gen Z, right? If Ray will say that this is traumatic. Yes, okay. Eternal Dreams, wow. Is that how you spell wow these days? I thought it's WOW. Like writers at work, right? Wow. So yes, the answer for this is option number 4, right? Doesn't he? Okay, so let's do a last question together quickly, right? Before we end off the live session, two more minutes. It's just a fun way, I see. Neither of the girls blank looking forward to the grueling 5-kilometer run next Sunday. Okay, neither of the girls, right? Just now we actually did this question together, right? Neither of the girls. This means that none of them, zero. Zero of them. We actually follow the singular form. Next Sunday is present. Yes, thank you, Ray. This is present tense. Okay, so neither of the girls. Yes, is looking forward is correct. Okay, because neither of them, right? None of them is actually looking forward to it. Okay, so when it's zero, we actually use to follow the singular form instead of the plural form. Yes, eternal sunshine. Oh man, eternal sunshine beat me. It's okay, Ray. Eternal Dreams is actually a student that is currently very hardworking in studying for this examination, while you are just a retired student from PSLE papers. So it's fine, right? It's fine. Wow. Are you mesmerized by the music in the background? Wow. Yes. Very good job to both of you. Yes. Okay, I can't believe that Eternal Dreams joined the live because of music. Music makes Eternal Dreams focus better. Yes, do you like studying with music? Cheat code. But in the exam, you are unable to do the exam with music, okay? So don't get too used to doing work with music as well. I don't study. Okay, Ray, that's a very straightforward answer. Means that you are very actually good. Like you can just take in knowledge immediately and apply them into the examinations. Okay, everyone, it's 4 p.m. and it's time for Teacher Yahweh's live. Okay, so thank you for joining our live session, and I'll see you later on at 5:30 p.m. Right, thank you guys. Thank you, Ray, for joining. It's really fun knowing you as well. Okay, bye bye. See you very soon. Bye, Eternal Dreams. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Eternal Dreams, for joining as well. It's very fun with y'all. Bye is a Eternal Sunshine. Okay, Eternal Dreams. Later, maybe I'll play that song for you in the live session as well. Okay, bye bye. Okay, go and take a nap, Ray. You must be tiring, right? Carrying all the questions just now.